Alright. Civilization. It's one of my favorite games. I can say that much right now. I have a ton of fun with it. I already have an idea of who I'm going to play. Thought about it for a while because I was like, I want to make a video or stream Civilization. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. So I already kind of knew that I wanted to do Pericles for a cultural victory that Secret Society's on. And I'll talk about that as I play, but I do just want to get into it. Because I've missed streaming so much. I finally decided to just say, well, screw it. I just want to do it. It's just that simple.
If all goes well, the sirens will sing of the age of Pericles.
Alright, now that the goat's done talking, it's time for me to yap a little bit. I'm going to talk a bit about Pericles. We're going to talk about his abilities. Never mind. I'm doing this first, and now we'll talk about Pericles. So, obviously, like I already said, I'm planning on doing a cultural victory, so this is one of our bigger pieces of that puzzle. Getting as many city-states on board with me as I can is going to be the biggest part of my game plan, probably. This is just a very versatile ability, Plato's Republic. The Hoplite is good for defending if you need to. And then the Acropolis is just a better version of the Theater Square. I mean, Pericles is one of the more straightforward leaders in this game. I love him. I think he's really fun. I do play with a few mods, which you're going to see right now. Because I'm trying to think. Actually, let me look this up, because it's been a long time since I played as Greece. Acropolis. From adjacent city center. Bonus for each adjacent wonder. Entertainment complex and water park can only be built on hills. Yeah. And one thing that I love about this game is that it'll give you historical context for literally everything, which is super cool. So I will just go ahead and put that there. And then so I can start like planning out my empire a little bit. And this is one of the mods I have where it'll just say my map tax will just show my yields. Yeah, no. Set that up and just start scouting with my warrior here. I think I am going to rush a religion. Having a religion is not necessary for culture games and cultural victories. But having a robust faith income is so vital to some of your late game stuff. Like, archaeologists, you can purchase those guys with faith, because there's certain units you can get with gold, others with faith. Naturalists have to be purchased with faith. There are certain city-states that will let you purchase buildings with faith. So having a robust faith income is actually just like one of the most important parts. I don't want to say most important. I don't want to ham it up too much. But it is deeply vital. And once things start speeding up a little bit, I will talk about what exactly a cultural victory looks like in this game. How's Minerva? That's so huge, because they're the secret society I want. So, these guys are linked pretty heavily to city-states, which is why I specifically wanted to do this with the secret societies mode on, because they pair very well with Pericles. So let's talk about it. You unlock them by sending an envoy to a city-state in the early game. You unlock them pretty much on your third or fourth turn. I'm on turn 3 actually, because if you're the first player to meet a city-state, you get an envoy for free. So you meet them just by exploring the map, which is one of the most important parts of the early game. You also get an economic policy slot, which is huge for Pericles, because if you remember, we already get a free wildcard policy slot in our government. So if you... Actually, I don't think I can even look at my government yet, huh? Alright, well, I'll just remember to look at that later, I hope. Yeah, so you're getting a second policy slot for free from them, which is insane. Let's see what else. Do. And then setting trade rights gets you more envoys. So cultural victories in general pair very well with kind of a more pacifist, trade-focused, diplomatic style of play. So we're going to be getting a lot of traders really quickly. Well, I'm not going to go crazy and say we're getting them fast, but we're going to be getting them, right? It's going to be part of our game plan. So having a huge trade empire, ton of gold income, ton of faith income, we're going to be liquid. Call me Snake the way I'm about to be liquid. I'm actually going to take Bengala and stick in my capital, because even though I did just say I was very intent on taking these guys, they're not super important for me yet, because the policy slots don't matter for me yet, because I don't have policy slots. Like, I can't even look at my government's policies yet. Like, it does not matter right now. Getting those does not help me in any way right now. So I'm okay with just leaving that alone. But Pingala is, like, easily the best governor. You just get flat increases to your science and culture, so you can snowball really hard. Turn. Oh. I've also met Mogadishu. This is great. Spawning next to a couple city-states is an absolute dream. So I'm very okay with this. I mean, it just plays itself at this point. I'm up 3 on turn 10. That's insane. And I've met Coupe. I have never played Maori, but they interest me so much. Oh, we got the boys in chat. This is just a lethal crew, but in my chat now. Yeah, like I've always been interested in playing Maori and have never bothered to actually like follow through on playing Maori. Oh, I need to get the fuck away from you. Actually, no I don't. I'm about to do what's called a pro gaming move. I'm going to lurk. And I'm going to watch this warrior. Because if this guy gets low enough for my scout to kill him, I can just snipe this out from the AI.
It is not wisdom, but authority that makes a law.
Cool. And actually, because I have Pericles, I can just do this and not... I'm only missing out on the double experience for recon units, and that doesn't really matter for me. Because your recon units get experience just by exploring the world. I only have the one scout. I don't need him to have a ton of experience right now. Or really ever, if I'm being honest. But if I had taken the Owls of Minerva, I would be able to plug in all 4 of those at once, which is kind of fun. It doesn't affect anything, but it's just it's a fun little thing to do. I usually grab builders first. Or craftsmanship first, because it improves your builders and your builder production. But since I'm so close to so many city-states, I think getting traders up is going to be far more valuable for me. Hey, buddy, you're supposed to be fighting this guy so I can steal him. It's risky to get closer here, but I'm going to anyway. And I can fortify so I take marginally less damage on that scout. And that'll be... We'll pretend that I'm playing intelligently here. There we go. Thank you. Way to catch up, bud. Okay, my monument's done. I'm going to bring this warrior back. Even though I was using him to explore, I wanted to keep tabs on the settler. And in fact, I should consider where my next city is going. Actually, hear me out on this. Put the Acropolis here, because I'm not getting that for a while. Let's look at the civic tree. The Acropolis is going to be here. Like, that's not happening soon for me. So I'm going to set you there. Now I'll lock in a holy site here. And now we're getting some more adjacency. That's much better. Playing around adjacency is one of the more fun parts of this for me. Because just it just becomes a big puzzle of optimization. What happened to your warrior? Bro fucked off. I hate it here. What do you mean? Get back here and fight like a man. What are we doing? Cool, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and smack that here. And I'll do... Hold on. There it is. That's what I wanted. So I can finish my settler and then get that holy site online. Yes, I think I do lock in on that. Just getting my science income up is going to be very helpful, I think. Because one thing that I've noticed about my playstyle in Civilization, and it's something I need to fix, or I guess I'm working on fixing, is I'll look at my win condition, and I'll just lock in on whatever resource I need to speedrun that. And I end up hurting myself, because, like, the last game I played, I was playing as Hammurabi. So I was, like, all the way down here in the tech tree, right? Super far ahead of everyone else. But then I had no theater squares, so I was still, like, here in the tech tree, or the civics tree. Here, roughly. So just the disparity was insane and ended up holding me back. My next city, I'm going to start planning out. Gonna stick you here. Stick an Acropolis here, methinks. And then... Oh, I can place tax in the Fog of War. That's really silly. Placed on coast adjacent land. Not sure if that's how that works. But I can at least... I'll take a turn to scout this out. Because I don't need to settle it immediately, I don't think. Actually, I might, but what's the worst that happens? It's turn 21. I'm not going to throw this early. Like, I don't think I physically could throw a game that quickly. Oh, there you are, asshole. What? Were you going to make the scout fight for you? Get back in there. He is! He's blocking my route of escape! This motherfucker! Fuck, I'm fortifying the place. Ah, that's why I couldn't put the harbor there. I see. This changes things, and not in a bad way, but just it changes things. I think that's an objectively true statement that I can make. Where the fuck can I set? Like, on the one hand, I'm psyched because, yeah, I spawned right next to 3 city-states. But that kind of limits my real estate, huh? Kind of get a better lock on what's going on. And that little peninsula.
No man ever went.
That's my warrior. Yeah. Okay, but like with 2 reefs there, how does that look? +4, that's really good, brother. Yeah, this just became a lot more reasonable. And honestly, let's work on Acropolis there. Better adjacency there. Kind of fucking ass there, though. Let's see. Oh, I can't. There's no hills there. I think I just accept that this isn't going to be a good Acropolis city and move on, hey? How about that? Like, what's our harbor look like here? Also, this is the Civilization gameplay loop. I'm just going to say that right now. You just spend most of your time figuring out what adjacencies are going to be best for you and go from there. Can I put a mausoleum here? Because that would be huge. The mausoleum is so fucking good. Here it is. I could. And that would boost all of the... Oh! Yes, the mausoleum of Harkonnen is very good. I think you get it here. I think you get it in the tech tree. Petra. Great Lighthouse. Huh. Maybe it's in the culture tree. Maybe I'm just wrong. I hate being wrong, but I could be wrong. If it's in the culture tree, I'm definitely going to be able to get it. I'm just goated like that. There's Oracle. Yep, mausoleum there. Yeah, I think I just speedrun that because that's such a good mausoleum. Mausoleum is like one of the best wonders in the game. Okay, so that's locked me into, like, this is definitely going to be my next city. I'd have to be kind of stupid not to make that my next city. Because this also basically makes it so that this can be a culture city. Like, Mausoleum defies whatever your plan is for your city. Anything is viable with Mausoleum. Especially in this instance where you have so much coast around it. Because I'll pull this up because I'm just talking about Mausoleum without explaining what it does. Yeah. 1 science, 1 faith, and 1 culture on all coast tiles for the city. And it gives great engineers an additional charge. I always forget that that's an effect, but it is so goated for that. Phenomenal. Like, I've used double charge engineers to just finish wonders in 1 turn, because most great engineers, that's their, like, ability on activation. Like, they just speed up your wonders, and that's kind of all they do, but goodness if it's not helpful, hey? How much would it take to purchase a slinger? Oh. Oh, I couldn't purchase one here because I already had a military. I see. But this is a perfect time to grab a slinger because the scout is looking at me. Oh. It works so well. That scout is so good because it reminded me of the camp down here that I was supposed to be watching. I totally forgot about that. That's such a win, though. That's such a win for me. Because the way that barbarian scouts work is that they're looking for your cities. And if they find a city that's not defended, they're going to run right back to the barbarian outpost and they're going to say, hey, there's a city up there that's not defended. And that's when the barbarians are really going to start swarming from their camp. I'm like 90% sure he came from here because where the hell else would you come from in this direction? Like, I don't think there's anything else here. Unless there's one in the Fog of War up there. But yeah, if they see an undefended city and make it back to their outpost, it's going to be a bad time. So you really got to crack down on them when you see them. But what great timing. I went to explain that mechanic and I saw the... I'm goated. I'm goated. It's not a coincidence. Get that out of here, alright? Get that foolishness out of my chat. Yes, literally that. Literally that. They just walk up. Pillageable? Pillageable? I can pillage that? I can take that from you? Cool. Yeah, now I just bum rush this. For the mausoleum. And they'll eventually stop off for that. You know, like, the core of my build. Yeah, I sure did. My schnoz was on my mic. I need you to understand that. You I can bring back in here. Start doing that. And get back to exploration with this guy. Brilliant. Everything's coming up Millhouse, dude. Alright, never mind. Fuck me. This is what I get for thinking I could ever stop. I guess I just have to run up here, huh? I guess I just like fight those guys. Cool. And I will come in here, knock that down, finish the slinger. So this is something, another mechanic breakdown for you guys. This is something you're going to see me do a lot, where I'll stop what I'm working on, put down a district, and then go right back to what I was working on. So the way that district production and just building things in general works in Civilization is that everything costs a certain amount of production. So, for example, the slinger that I'm working on, to fully complete it, costs 35 production. This campus I just put down costs 73 production. This city is only producing 2.7 production per turn, which is how the game calculates how long it's going to take to build that unit, that district, that building, whatever you're working on. But there's an interesting thing with districts, where if you put them down, it locks in their price, because there's something you have to place, like once you put down a district, nothing else can really spawn here. So you'll have it where you put down this campus here, for example. I put this down turn 31. Turn 150, let's say, I discover, where is it? Oil. There could be oil under that. There could be oil here that I don't know about until turn 150. But there's a campus here, so this campus will just start taking in oil. It counts as an improvement for oil, which is kind of silly, but makes sense, because it's a permanent part of the map once it's put down. So putting it down, just like I did with the Holy Site, actually, I put it down, then I finished my settler. That locks in the production cost. So whether I'm on turn 31 or turn 200, this campus costs me 73 production to make, no matter what. And I sure hope that made sense, because I don't know how else to explain that one to you. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I start considering my next city. Hold on a minute. Things are happening in my brain. In like a good way. City here, it's gonna be ass because it's on desert. Just walk with me here. Just follow my line of thinking. And I could even, no. I could even do this. Oh, can't be placed on hills. Fuck. City is gonna be kind of ass. That's at first, because there's no water or anything. Like, I know objectively I should be getting the other basic techs up, but I need archery, because why the fuck are there so many? Why are there so many of you? Go away. There's so many boats. I think this is the time to appoint the Owls of Minerva. So I do this. I think I do this for right now, because I'm going to be working on a settler kind of soonish. I'll get this guy to chase me again. I want to see if I can just continuously fuck with the AI on this. If nothing else, it's an experience farm. Then I step over here, get that mine placed down. Methinks it's all coming together. Trust the process, yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. Remember how I said trust the process? I lied. Don't trust the process. I'm a fool and a charlatan. Because I just realized, like, I failed to meet one of, like, the most base criteria for playing this game well. I should be sending delegations to people. Haven't done that, so that's why they're unhappy with me. They really like it if your first turn is spent just saying, hey, be my friend, please. Do that. Hopefully we'll pass, like, ships in the night. If not, hopefully he loses. Like, ships in the night, baby. Ships in the night. I send you down here, because this is how I've planned it. Okay, let's take this step by step and figure out why it's not letting me send my guy there. I'm gonna pretend I know why the game's not letting me move there. I'm assuming it's because there's a unit there that I can't see in the Fog of War, and the game's like, hey, look, I know you're technically not supposed to know that this guy's here, but, like, we kind of have to let you know that he's here so you don't go over there and look like a fool. No. I have no idea why, then. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is easily one of the slower starts I've had. but it's fine.
Koe te para ki te whenua. Ka tuku ai ki te moana. Ka pirau ka raru te ao nei. No.
Alright, Coupe, I hear you. But have you considered 25 gold? Alright, he sure has. I'll go fuck myself then. Sorry, Coupe. I'm sorry. You're right. Fair enough. I think this will help me in the long term. Do that. And now I can get my barbarian fighting up, and better off on builders. There we go. I fucking hate Scout AI because they always stop. When you put them on auto explore, they always stop and go to whenever they encounter barbarians. So I'll move them once. I'll move them away from the barbarians, put them back on auto explore. They'll just run right back to the barbarians. Or over here, I'll be like, all right, well, you're close enough to... You're far enough away that I don't really need to micromanage you. I'll put you on auto explore. You'll just go back where he was. Oh, cool. I guess the Maori are cool with me now. All I had to do was say, hey, I want to give you $25, but you're not letting me, so... fix that. And Coupe said, yeah, man, I will fix that. Yep, there we go. There you go. Yup. Yup. It's all coming back together, I think. Somebody else got a fucking... How? I was so far ahead. And they got Feed the World. This game sucks. It's the best one. That's one that I always want, and I always get it always gets sniped from me like 5 seconds before I get to Found a Religion. Ugh. I'm still gonna do it, but I'm not happy about it anymore. I have no fucking room. Holy shit. I have nowhere to settle. What the fuck? Look at this. There's nowhere. I'm about to be settling some of the most ass cities y'all have ever seen in your entire lives. This is about to be bad. I grab a scout. I think I just start exploring the north. Like, I don't know if I can afford to be picky about my settling locations. Like, I see a river up here. That's good enough for me, dog. Yeah, I guess I just put a bunch of really crappy cities up here. Quantity over quality. Not happy about it, but this desperate times. I also really don't know what to do about my lack of territory to settle. Like, worst case scenario, I could do an early war, but I don't want to because that fucks with your culture victory a little bit. I don't remember how severely it does that. Just that it does. I guess I do just start throwing dog shit cities up here and hope for the best. I mean... Scared? No, I'm never scared. Because the thing about me is I'm the master of a pivot. Right? I started out saying, oh, I'm going to try for a culture victory. Okay. I also have a harbor right here, and this guy has an entirely coastal empire. With the exception of Tamlutu. So, if I do say, screw it, I can't win the way I intended to, I can just pivot and start just killing everybody. I'm gonna get a scout, actually, because there's land up here. And if that's just an island chilling out, baby, I'm about to colonize. I'm about to colonize, son. Don't let me colonize, because I'm about to. I will say, if city-states could start wars, I'd be very concerned by this huge military just in between my 3 cities. 3 cities at turn almost 100. I hate it. I hate it. But they can't, so I don't really care.
There is nothing but a plank between a sail.
There it is. Oh my. They're beset up here. Am I crazy or is her hair transparent? Chat, am I losing it? Her braids are transparent, right? I think that's Bermuda Triangle down there. Either that or the Galapagos. Yeah, I'm gonna have to settle around Antananarivo. There's no way around that. Which sucks. I'm still going for that culture victory. And so this is probably the point where I should explain what goes into getting a culture victory. Because it's kind of confusing. And I'm not even sure I remember it properly. But I'm going to try to break it down. So if you come to the screen, you can see there are all sorts of different ways you can win a game. Science victory, culture victory, which again is what we're doing. A domination victory, a religious victory, and a diplomatic victory. And I'm actually in second on culture, which kind of sucks. But, yeah, so you have essentially two resources, if I remember this correctly. You have tourism, and you have your culture. And these are pretty generously linked. Pretty much anything that generates tourism is going to be generating culture. Most stuff that generates culture, in turn, generates tourism. For example, our Acropolis districts give us room for these, where are they? Here we are. These great works. And these great works generate culture and tourism. And now, culture and tourism are essentially offensive culture and defensive culture. Because your culture isn't just a resource to get through the civic tree. It also lets you defend against a culture victory. So even though I'm in second on culture production, presumably, as long as I'm generating a comparable amount of tourism or culture to the amount of tourism that my opponents are generating, I can't lose the game. Because I'm getting as much culture, or I'm generating as many... Let's go back to this. Right. So I have domestic tourists, which come from culture. So I think your baseline culture informs how many domestic tourists you get, and as long as your opponents don't have more domestic tourists, or more... I'm trying to think. You're basically trying to steal tourists from other players. You want their domestic tourists leaving the territory and coming to you. Right from the domestic tourist pools of other civilizations. Okay, it's starting to come back to me. So this number basically represents roughly your domestic tourism. This represents the tourists from other civilizations, how much you're taking. So as long as they're not taking more than I'm generating, I can never lose. But I have to be generating more regular tourists than anyone else is generating domestically, which is why this is the most complicated and, frankly, painful way to try to win the game. Like, unironically, it sucks. Just do that real quick. Like, I forgot I had a religion. Which is not something you want to realize on turn 124. I'm going to buy an apostle as well, so I can do the thing. Oh boy, I am so fucking tired. I should not have streamed tonight. Even though I made like the commitment in my head, I'm gonna stream today, no matter what. That was a mistake. I'm exhausted. My brain doesn't work. This is awful. Like, I hate to say it. This is not going to go well today. Evangelize. That's what I wanted to do. Oy. Everything is so difficult all the time. I'm hoping I'm just going to find a random landmass in the middle here that I can settle. Like, I'm begging the game to give me that. Like, I know it's not going to happen, but I really need it to. I think I grabbed this just to help get Ephesus online. Get it online. It's my second city. It should be developed. I have no room. I don't know what happened. I think I just got really unlucky spawning between everyone. Which is kind of good, because for a culture victory, just go back to this screen, you can't generate tourism against other players if you haven't met them. Which is actually why I need to get way more scouts up. Which will only really matter once I get cartography anyway, because I can't embark with my scouts into ocean tiles. So to visualize this for you, these lighter parts of water are coast tiles. And where I am in the tech tree, my guys can move there. Any unit can move there, I think, right? Yeah, any unit can move there if I decide I want them there. These dark tiles are considered ocean tiles, and without cartography, no units can embark on there. Except for builders, I think. I think builders can still get out there. But it doesn't really matter, because nobody has the range for that, I don't think. Yeah, I think I have to settle all this crap up here. And Vietnam has to lose their settler. Because they're trying to settle the crap up here. Go away! You have... Look how much land you have down here. It's crap, but this is my crap. Get away from my crap. Leave my crappy land. Look at this. You have all of this. You have all of this. Leave my dog shit alone. I have to fight for this dog shit. Look at this barbarian camp. I think there's another one up here somewhere in the fog of war. I have to do so much fighting for my crap. Leave my crap alone. Get out of here. I don't want you here, Vietnam. Well, look at that! Look at that. Hear me out. Oh, no. Wait, no. Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. Other cities within 9 tiles are not owned by you. Lose 2 loyalty per turn. Your city's gonna be mine. I don't know what that voice was. Don't worry about it. We're not worried about that right now. Alright? Chill.
As a young boy,
up, and just a couple turns I'll be able to settle up here without this being in the way. Then I should be able to settle up here too. And let me see where my next governor title is. Oi. 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 Where's the governor title? Here. Oh, but it's worth it. It's so worth it to get this off the map. Because look at this crap. Look. Who settles there? Are they at war with Antananarivo? No. Are you at war with Preslav? No. Are you at war with anybody over here? Why are you settling so aggressively then? Get out of here. What's your quest? To train a galley? Brother in Christ, I think it's a bit late for that. Sorry to say. That ship has sailed. Actually, no, that ship hasn't sailed. And it's not going to, because I'm past it now, I think.
not all who wander are lost.
But there we go. Yeah, I think being able to build an industrial zone would be very nice. I could probably slap it like here. I don't know what else I'm going to do with this. Don't know. There's not really much I can do. Oh, boy. I have no land. I mean, like, I have no land. I have nowhere to put it. I've got nothing that I can do, dude. Holy shit. I'm in shambles here. 20 minutes into the stream and I've already lost it. Like, look, historically, Vietnam deserves very nice things. But in the game, get out of here. Get out of here. Leave! This was my crap, dude. It's crap, but it's mine. Why would you go that way? Whatever. Why are you going where you've already explored? Why are we doing this again? Why does this happen every time? I can settle right here. You know what? Fuck it. Who cares anymore? I've got one green tile. You bet your ass I'm settling it. I'm trying to think where I can settle. That gives me access to this water. And leaves me in range for all of it. Ooh, it's gotta be here. It's gotta be right here. Alright, hear me out. I don't remember what improvement this is. Is it a farm? A plantation? I think it's a plantation. Give me a second. Gotta find it. Plantation. Yep. Plantation. I just had it. There we go. And get a line up on that. And, okay. Hold on. Hills there. Acropolis. No. Hills here. Acropolis. No. Actually, hold on. I'm changing it back. Changing it back. Hold on. We're workshopping. We're workshopping. Right? Entertainment complex. And commercial hub. Right? Beautiful. Oh, that's huge. I'm cracked. I'm goated. I already said I'm goated. I don't know why I have to keep telling y'all about it. Yeah, that's a beautiful city. And you're just gonna fortify here, dude. Like, your job is to hold this. So that Vietnam doesn't bother us. Again, nothing against the Vietnamese people. Historically, they deserve so much better than they've received. French colonialism, violence from the United States. Like, give Vietnam a break. Hey, fellas? Like, I don't think I'm crazy for saying that. But also, fuck out of my space, dude. Can I buy that tile? I cannot. God hates me. Who's got money? You are flush, my dude. Holy. Yeah, how much do I have to give you for your entire economy? Okay. But I'll give you horses, too, so you can put them on your incredible ships. The Maori, I think, were historically very good sailors, or at least they're a naval civ in this game. I don't know. I don't know much about pre-colonial New Zealand, I'm afraid. I'll just click, dude. I got time. Like, I'll just click until you tell me you'll accept my deal. Wait, no! He clowned me. He changed his side, not mine. You know what? Fair play, Coupe. You won that. You won that. Like, what am I gonna do? What can I do? I've lost. Well, jeez. Okay, I'm running through it again. Acropolis. Entertainment complex. I think it's up to +5. And then the Colosseum. Cannot be placed on hills. Ugh. This game hates me. So it would have to go here. And then this would have to go here. And what if... I figured it out. That's the thing about Civ that I really enjoy, is that even though it can be a pain in the ass to figure out what exactly you're going to do in a city, once you figure it out, like once that unlocks for you in your head, oh, it's one of the most satisfying things in the world. Just like puzzling it out, like how can I make this work as well as possible? Like the optimization game is so delightful to me. You should take the long way. Because I could send it the direct way through here, but I don't know what's in this fog of war. I don't know what's in this fog of war. I have a better idea of what's up here. Right? Like, there's a very low chance of there being a barbarian up here. Because to get up here, they would have had to go through here or through here. And I have sight lines on both of those. And, like, yeah, theoretically, I do know it's here. But also, Vietnam may not be above just sniping my settler. I don't know. They settled here. They're crazy enough to do that. I don't know. I don't know their plan. I don't know anything about Vietnam. Except, as I've already said, that they have historically been screwed over. Wait, yeah, I'm just gonna send you here. I'll start the Holy War with Coupe, why not? If he's gonna sit here and fart at me, I'll fart back. I'm not about it. If I ever say I'm above it, know that I'm lying. Why not, right? Why not try to be a little cheeky with it? I'm almost certainly going to fail. That's just how life is. But it is worth it to me to try. Even if I am set to fail. Bingo.
A vast tomb lies over me in Halicarnassus. Of such dimensions, of such exquisite beauty, as no other shade can boast.
Brilliant. Oh, look at that. Look at those three things. Holy crap. And in fact, I'm going to do all of this because just those yields alone are so worth it.
There is.
Oh, hey.
One knows not what sweet mystery about this sea.
Found the
whose
Bermuda
gentle,
Triangle.
awful stirrings seem to speak.
I think I talked about that last time. I'm pretty sure I could see in the fog of war
Here,
surrounding
myriads,
tiles.
mixed shades and shadows, drowned dreams, somnambulisms, reveries. All that we call lives and souls lie dreaming, dreaming still.
I think that's cool from Moby Dick. I'm trying to think of what else Melville wrote that would have talked about the sea in such depth. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I could see the surrounding tiles in the fog of war. Yeah, because I looked at this and I was like, that's either Bermuda Triangle or Galapagos, and it appears to be Bermuda Triangle. I'm gonna go into the Bermuda Triangle. Actually, I'll wait so I can show it like as I do it. Because the Bermuda Triangle is really interesting. If you send a unit into the Bermuda Triangle, it'll just spit them out someplace else on the map, and that's what I want to show you. There we go. And this is where it spat it out. Cool. Yeah, so there you have it. That's how that works. Like, you're 300 years from your nearest city. I am not. How is this? What are we doing? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm losing loyalty? Oh. Oh, they sold it to someone else. I hate it here. Well. Figured out who sniped Feed the World from me. Gandhi of all people. What just happened here? Why do we suddenly have full loyalty? I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm not arguing about it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm just confused. They had a golden age and they lost it. That was... I see. I was like, what could have possibly rolled over when the eras changed? That's what it was. They had a golden age. They were exerting extra loyalty pressure on me because of their golden age. They lost it this era. Oh, they're in a dark age. They're in a dark age. This is my time. I think all of my neighbors are in a dark age. I'm goated. And I wonder if I can settle here. I could settle up here, yeah. That would get me a lot of era score for settling near a natural wonder. And I wonder if I'd be able to do a natural park here. Because I can never, like, get a natural park down. But I think I could do one here, question mark? Like, I've never won a culture victory with a solid national park. I don't understand them. The game wants you to be so good at putting them down, and dude, I have no idea how they fucking work. I know that all the tiles have to be owned by the same city, and they have to be in this formation, and after that, I just can't get it. Like, I'll have it plotted out. The map tax mod that I have tells me it should work. I get the naturals there, and I can't do anything, and I don't get it. On paper, I meet all the criteria, and the game still says no. Okay. I'm noticing a couple things right now. That.